But I want to congratulate the President, President Samuelson, and all of you on your election. You know, I been in a few elections. As a matter of fact, I ran 3 times for Manhattan Borough President before I succeeded. People used to say to me, "What do you do?" And I say, "I run for Borough President." And anyway, finally I succeeded, and it's a great job. In those days, they had a board of estimate. And so Percy Sutton, my hero, who's died on this, he left us day after Christmas, and but he did so much for so many of us. And he taught me how to be a borough president. In fact, he was the dean of the Board of Estimate. He really was amazing. And we used to say, he and Basil Patterson and Charlie Rangel and I, we used to say everybody stands on somebody's shoulders. And by that we meant people like Dr. King and Malcolm X and Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks. And for me, wherever I could be in Europe, if I recite that list, I would say, and Percy Ellis Sutton. Because he ran for mayor in '77. Some of you will remember, it was a very crowded field. And he ran with such class and distinction that nobody laughed at me when I dared try in '89. But I would never have succeeded had it not been for you all. So I ought to start off by saying thank you. Thank you. Because when John Kennedy was a little boy and Bill Clinton was a little boy, they said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" They say, "President of the United States." Now, really, and Joe Kennedy, he knew that his son was going to be President of the United States. Well, I never dreamed of being mayor. I mean, I had no idea of being mayor. But the opportunity came, and I took it, and as they say, the rest is history. So I'm very fortunate. It is unquestionably the second best job in the world. The only job that's better is the one that Barack Obama has. Really. But being mayor is better than being of New York, is better than being mayor of any city, better than being governor of any state, including New York State. It really is. It's a wonderful job. If you like people and you like public service, there's just no better way to go. And I love it, and I enjoyed it. You notice that Mike liked it so much he decided to stay around. He did. He did. But I am here on this special occasion to talk about Dr. King and his dream. He had a dream, and each year at this time of year we go around and we speak at churches and various gatherings, and I think this is my 4th speech today, and we say the same thing each year. Dr. King's dream has not yet been realized, but we're making progress. Now, you see, I was, as you were told, I was born in 1927. I am old. 82 and a half, if you want to do the computation. And I have to tell you that I remember when it was the pre-civil rights days. It was Jim Crow, so-called. And I recall being told, you Negroes shouldn't be, that's what they called us then, You Negroes shouldn't be so pushy. They only lynched 5 last year. Oh, yeah. And I was in the United States Marine Corps in 1945, and I was what's called a Montford Point Marine. And I don't know if any Montford Point Marines in here, and none of you all that old, I don't think. But see, there were no blacks at all in the Marine Corps prior to 1942. And I went in 45, and we were trained at Montford Point Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. The white Marines were trained in Parris Island, South Carolina. And it was sad to see situations wherein German and Italian prisoners of war were treated better than were black Marines and black soldiers.
Yes, sir.
If you know the story of the Tuskegee Airmen, you probably know about that. But we've come a long way since that day.